Welcome. My name is Heather Thalheimer. I'm the pastor of Faith Fusion. You can find out more about our ministry at www.nhfaithfusion.com. And today we're meeting with Chris, who's from the Safari Youth Club, and learning a little bit about this initiative here in Manchester, New Hampshire, and the incredible opportunity that it affords our young people. And that's why we're very interested in it. So welcome, Chris. So glad that you could take some time today to talk about your program. We're dying to find out more about it. But first of all, I got to find out, how come you came to New Hampshire all the way from Tanzania? What on earth drew you to our cold state? And but I'd like to find out a little bit about who you are and what inspired you to begin the Safari Youth Camp.
Right. My name is Ndabarushimana Christopher. I'm original from Burundi in Central Africa, and I went to Tanzania when I fled, you know, in 2000, the war in 1993, and I fled to Tanzania in 2001, which one I started the program with working with the kids. Because I found out in the refugee camp they don't have opportunity even though to get a ball. I tried to find out myself how can those kids feel comfortable to play, because every child deserves the right to play. And then I start my own project. That's a little project. And
how old were you when you started this project?
So I was 20.
20?
Yeah, I was 20, and I tried to do whatever I can, because all the time those kids, they saw me, they say, hey, can you teach us something? Then I try to do my best I can. So after then, the Right to Play, they come, they're one of the Canadian organization. They find out that's okay, this guy is doing very well with the kids. So and they find out that they have the same program. They say, hey, they ask me, hey, if we can work together.
So you began your own program in the refugee camp.
Yes.
That was really about getting kids to play, to have some kind of environment that was healthy for them.
Yes.
And then you connected to Right to Play, which is a Canadian organization.
Yes.
So before you connected to Right to Play, what did you use for balls? Did you have balls, or like what
no,
did you?
I didn't have a balls. I found out by myself that okay, I have to create something like a ball. And I grabbed some plastic bag, and I took out my T-shirt and I roll it like a ball.
Okay.
And then I say, there we go, kids, we have a ball now. And we started getting involved. And they love it.
Yeah. So when you were growing up, before you came into the refugee camp, were you big into sports, or how did play feature in your life?
Sure. I've been, when I was in primary school, as like elementary school, I trying to teach myself exactly how to be a coach, because I was living just nearby the field, which on there is one of the big team. They do practice over there. Most of the time when I came from school, after my homework, I just go there down and then just sit beside the coach and then see exactly what he's doing, and I start to learn how to coach.
That's a lot of initiative.
Thank you.
So how old were you when you moved into the refugee camp? You were taken to the refugee camp. How old were you?
Also, when I went to the refugee camp, I was 15 years old.
15.
Yeah, and then so after then, I grew up in the refugee camp.
Wow.
And just trying to help exactly the community, how to help the refugees. You know, that's to live in the refugee camp is not easy. It's not. It's a big tough life. That's you have to face different problems, especially disease, and non-educated children, and not pure water.
So what difference do you think the Right to Play program that you did in the refugee camp, what difference did it make for those kids?
The difference was those kids, they enjoy and they learn more about to live healthy. Make sure that and then they understood the importance of education. How to go to school, that is important. How to learn different games that can prove them to learn more about life skills.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's very much connected. It was about having fun, but it's also connected to education and helping them prepare for life.
Absolutely.
Let's fast forward a little bit. So how did you end up in New Hampshire?
All right. Just a little bit funny, because I came to the United States in 2010 with my 3 sisters and my little brother and 2 nephews. And so we live in North Carolina before, in Greensboro. And after then, I get a call from my friend. That's which one is is the executive director for Safari Youth Club right now.
Okay.
He called me. He said, "Hey, Chris, we have an idea for the program, but we can't. I don't know. I don't think that we can make it if we don't have you over here.
Okay.
Please, if you can make it, please, please, please." I say, I'll check it out. Because the city over there in Greensboro, North Carolina, and all the refugee, all the community, they look at me because I'm the one who leads them and show them they run the same program. And then so I decided by myself that I have to move because it was my destiny that I had to come over here. So, and then when I came over here, it was last year. It was in November, and then I started to hear exactly what the program is. And they tried to find another name to running this program. I said no, we have to sit down and then to figure out exactly which name gonna be the really name, that's to make sure that the people they understand exactly what we're doing. And then so we ended up by Safari Youth Club.
It's a nice name, and we feel very fortunate to have you here in the Granite State. And I know there are many refugee children living, former refugees living in New Hampshire, in Manchester, and they have a lot of needs. So tell us a little bit about what the Safari Youth Club offers to these children.
All right, Safari Youth Club, well, first of all, Safari means a trip or a journey. It's a Swahili name. Yeah. Yeah, so it means a trip. It means in life you have a trip. It means that's for the beginning and for the end. So you have to plan it. And so we find out exactly these kids, they need education first of all. They need to be enforced to love education. So because most of them, I found out that they are in the bad situation, follow the bad people, especially bad friends. That's interrupt by the negative ways. And then so I say no, it's better that we take them before it's going to be too late. So and I agree with David, which is the executive director. That's okay. Let's do it. Let's make it, because this kid, if we give them the chance, we're going to lose them.
Right.
So and then we start to sit down and then to figure out exactly how we can roll this Safari Youth Club.
So how old are the children when they enter the program? How old are your youngest children?
Oh, our youngest children is 6 to 12, and
6 to 12,
and 12 to 18. So that we work with them. Yeah.
Wonderful. So what do they do when they come to the Safari Youth Club? What kinds of activities do you offer, and what happens?
Right. When they come to Safari Youth Club, they have different opportunities, especially to learn how they can be successful to school. This is a major key point. That's education is the key for life. That's what we teach them, is to enforce them to make sure that they graduated and they reach their own goals. That because everybody got the goals. So you have to reach there. That means the safari. You start right here, you have to go over there. So how to go there? Means that you need a trip, you need the steps that you have to reach your destination. We educate to empower them through sports and games.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And what's your schedule? Do you have the Safari Youth Club every day, or when does it operate after school or on weekends during the holidays?
Yes, we do work. It's like 7 days a week.
7 days a week. This is a dedicated man here.
I know that it's hard for people to understand. How can you work 7 days a week? And because these kids, as we work with different ages. Yeah. And when you work with the 6 to 12, you know what time they need to play or what time they need to be, help with homework and some stuff, And, it's always like every day they come to my door and knock, hey, coach, we need you outside. So I say, come on, guys, I have to sleep. I have to go to work. I said, no. You're here for us. You have to do it. This year for 12 to 18, the same way. They have a good time on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, when they, finish all the homework and get a time so they can relax. So, and it's not easy because it's tough. It's tough to work during the weekends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even get a chance to go to church sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very dedicated. I can see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to connect people to your organization. For
Right.
instance, if somebody wants to send a child to your program, or
Okay.
they want to go themselves, or
Right.
if someone would like to give a donation,
Right.
because I know the work you're doing is incredibly important,
Thank
and I'm
you.
sure the teachers in Manchester really appreciate
Thank you very
that
much.
you support education and help those young people have goals for graduation, etc.
Right.
So how can they connect to you, and how can they give? Do you have a phone number that you could give out, or?
Of course, my phone number is 336-698-6483, or you can just go to my Facebook page,
Okay.
Ndabarushimana Christopher.
Okay, we're going to put that up on the screen for our
Right.
viewers so that they can get in touch
Absolutely. Also, thank you very much. And
with you. Yeah.
also, just you know, you can come to our program every Saturday, Sunday, or every day, wherever that we do right now, because we don't have, we still got like some problems about the field. That's a specific field that we can just stay there. So we move different places because now it's the winter. The winter time is gone right now.
Okay, yeah, right.
We used to work with the YWCA.
Okay.
Just right there, down right there. But for right now, because it's hot, you can just keep the kid. You know, you have to keep the kids someplace that is safe
Yeah.
place. When it's hot, they have to be outside.
That's right.
Outside.
So will you post where you're going to be meeting on your Facebook page so that people could look at your Facebook page and
Yeah.
they can find out where you're meeting?
Absolutely.
And I got to give you some kudos because I know that you're very aware of safety and
Right.
you have release forms from all the kids
Right.
to make sure that you know how to contact the parents if needed and all
Absolutely.
that kind of thing. So I know that you run a very good program.
Thank
we
you very
appreciate
much.
that.
Really
yeah.
much. Thank you.
So what is, can you tell us a little bit about perhaps a child, not using their name, but about a child who's really benefited from the program, or an example of how this program makes a difference in the lives of young people?
Yeah, absolutely. We got some kids already proof, especially to school. So because we work with the parents, when we go through the parent to ask them exactly to give us exactly what the results from school,
Yeah.
how they perform. That's why we work right now with the one of the program. I'm a program director. We're working with education manager. So right now he's the one that he goes to all the families, asking exactly okay, what is the problem for the kid? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And where can we help?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not only for us, the safari, that we help. We have some people also. We beg for help. We're still a young organization, but slowly we make it very well. As, working with people,
Yeah.
everything will be better.
You know, the biggest thing that supports children, of course, is relationships. So I know that many of the kids call you uncle, right?
Yeah, they call me uncle, and especially they like to call me coach.
Yeah.
Everywhere is coach.
Yeah.
Coach, even though the refugee camp, wherever, Canada, wherever people they are there, Canada,
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand, everywhere they call me coach. They say, hey, coach. And if you say coach, they will know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Because actually everyone needs a coach in their lives, and especially young people, to keep them on track, because
Right.
I'm sure that you've experienced this coming to America, but you come from a refugee camp, you come from another country, a different culture.
Right.
There's so much to adjust to
Absolutely.
for these young children. So what do you think are some of their adjustment issues? What makes it hard to suddenly find yourself in the middle, apart from the weather, what makes it hard to find yourself in Manchester, New Hampshire?
Right. In New Hampshire, first of all, the weather is my challenge.
And mine too.
Because it's too cold, but for right now it's getting better.
Right, right.
But I already adapted with this, the weather right now.
Yeah.
I'm good, and I already, know exactly how I can afford to work on that kind of challenge. For right now, it's good. I only something that the kids and the parent, they have to understand. we have the problem about the parent. They don't focus about their children. That's a big challenge that we find out. Parents, they already give the opportunity to the kid to do everything they want because they don't care about them. So right now, imagine a parent can leave their kid working first shift and second shift.
Yeah.
The other people, they work a third shift. So how can you control your family?
Right.
And you don't even give them the chance to see you.
Right.
They wake up in the morning, they have to go to school. Who's gonna take them to the bus to the bus station to the bus station to waiting for take care about them? Nobody. They go by themselves. And the parents, maybe they work third shift, they just come and they sleep.
Right.
And so the kid is and then after when they come from school, you ready to go to work.
Yeah.
When they gonna see you? When
it's very challenging, isn't it? Because I know for many of these parents, I'm sure, coming to America, not having a financial foundation,
absolutely.
Sometimes even putting food on the table has to become the priority because it's just so difficult.
Right.
And then all those issues, secondary, of course, like they don't have time with their children.
Right.
So to have someone like you being a mentor in that child's life can make all the difference. So I'm glad you're there for them.
Oh, thank you.
It's awesome.
Right.
So you must have a lot of energy if you have to play all day.
Oh yeah. even though people they ask me one day, so most of the time they ask me, "Hey Chris, well you don't have a time to do just for break, Sometimes the break time you can relax a little bit."
Right.
So I know that sometimes when I go to bed and I'll go straight up because
you go straight to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're exhausted, huh?
It's too much.
Yeah.
But soon we're gonna make a good plan. I'll get a chance myself too to relax a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so. You deserve it.
But for right now, it's to work hard to make sure that this kid they got a better education.
Well, they're so much better off because of you. How many children do you have in the program
Now
currently?
now we have 58.
58.
Yep.
And what's your goal? Do you have a goal for this year to expand the program?
Of course. I have to make sure that they got better education. They be healthier. To make sure that they become a person.
Yeah.
That's a person, positive person. That's for the American future all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, Chris, for all the work that you do. And you can find out more about his program by going to his Facebook page, but also we'll put a link on our website, which is nhfaithfusion.com, so people can connect. And I just want to thank you because
thank you very much.
You increase the fabric of our community
by
all
very
the
much.
hard work you do, both working and playing.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, everybody, and goodbye.
Thank you.